if you're holding crypto right now, there is a good chance your portfolio is down. And I'll make even a bigger guess. At some point, you have watched it hit 2x, 5x, and maybe even 10x on compared to what it is today. After working with more than 300 clients, a lot of them holding hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of crypto, I have found two principles that separate the people who actually stay profitable long-term from everyone else. Hey, if you don't know me, my name is Emilio, founder and CEO of Crypto Accelerator, where we install automated trading systems that make anywhere between 5 up to 25% a month from the volatility of the crypto market. So the principle number one is selling at a profit. And I cannot stress this enough. Crypto holders specifically, they have this sort of ego to keep waiting for prices to go up. And often the opposite happens when in reality, you need to have an exit confirmation, an exit plan on when you will take in your profits out of the market, especially if you're holding crypto. Now, if you do have a system that profits from the volatility of the market, then there is no need to have an exit confirmation. But if you're holding crypto randomly or just because you are told to, and you have no idea on when you will be selling, you're pretty much a random investor. Now, you could tell yourself you will be holding for long term, but believe it or not, even people that are holding for 5 or 10 years, even those smart investors, they still have an exit confirmation on when they will be taking their profits out. And guess what? The smartest investors, they know exactly when they will be taking their profits out, meaning they will be selling a big portion of their portfolio or everything, and they also know when they will be buying more. So there is a simple strategy that I use to know when to sell my holdings, and to be completely transparent with you guys, 95% of my portfolio is in my crypto trading bots, and I only hold 5% because, let's be honest, holding is more like a gamble. You have three options: either the price moves sideways and it doesn't go nowhere, or it does go up a lot, which you sell, implementing this strategy that I'm about to share with you, or it goes down a lot and you will be overall down 40, 50, even 90% of your current position. That's my belief about holding. Holding 5% of my portfolio is in holding because, like I said, it's more like a gambling thing. Well, maybe Bitcoin and Ethereum could be a bit of an exception, but 99% of all coins, they are really just meant to be sold at a higher price, and people just don't realize that. That being said, if you're holding any cryptocurrency, this is the strategy you can use to know exactly when to sell at a profit. So I'm here on my computer. This is the easiest yet simplest way to know when you will be selling your crypto assets once you have held for a pretty decent amount of time. So it's actually a lot simpler than what most people will. We're not going to look into macroeconomics or any news or anything like that. All we will do is we will head to TradingView. That means that you do need to have a paid plan. The basic will be more than enough, and that will be because of the alert. Then you will select the month, and then the monthly time frame, just like this. And then you will install the RSI, the normal RSI, the first one, relative strength index. Once you have it on, then all you will do is you will place an alert on the RSI. So we will be looking to sell here once the RSI hits the 60 level. Here we will be looking to sell on the monthly time frame once the RSI hits the 65 level. We won't get greedy and try to sell it at 70. You will sell your crypto holdings once the RSI in the monthly time frame hits the 65 level. Now, there is no guarantee that once it hits, you will be in a profit for sure, because it will also depend on when you bought it. Because if, for example, if you bought it when the RSI was at 70, even if you do sell it when the RSI hits 65 again, most likely you will still be down. But if you bought it at a decent price, then this is what you can do to sell your crypto at a profit. And that is placing an alert on the monthly time frame in the RSI. So what you will do simply is you will click here, you will click on add alert, and then you will change this to crossing up and 65. Very important. In expiration, you need to make sure that it's open-ended, so it won't get expired. That is why you need to have the paid plan. If you don't want to have the paid plan, well, then you can choose the 1 week. It will get expired and then you will have to redo it again. But honestly, I think it's worth it, like $12 a month. and you can just select it won't expire, and then you can click on create, and then that's it. You don't have to worry about it. For example, with Tao here, if you bought it back in July 2024 and you had the alert right at 65, you could have sold at 89% gain, which is pretty good, right? Then another good example would be Sui. If you sold it right here at 65, you could have, depending on where you bought it, of course, but say you bought it somewhere around here on 2023, then you would have sold it around 3x. Again, guys, this is not meant to make you a 1000x or anything like that. What this is meant to do is to know when you will be looking to take your profits out of the market. It is almost impossible to predict the top. A lot of people, what they do, especially here on YouTube, they will often say you would have made 1200x. But guess what? First, nobody knows what is the top, nobody knows what is the bottom. What I'm giving you is a framework that is realistic, yet you still get to make 100%, 200%, even 400%, like in this example here. Let's go over another example, which is a great coin, SIG USDT. By the way, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm not advising you to purchase any of these cryptocurrencies because, like I said, only 5% of my portfolio is in holding, 95% is in my trading system. So here, for example, say you bought it back in October as well, then you could have sold it around here, 65, which is at 230%, 100% in 3 months. Pretty good. You doubled your investment. And yeah, this is the simple strategy that you can use right now to know exactly when you will be taking your profits out of the market, meaning you will be selling your crypto. Now, if you're like majority of my clients, you're exhausted of seeing your crypto go up and down, and you want to profit from the volatility of the market, you want to have a consistent 5 to 25% months without holding crypto, without expecting the prices to go up, this is the system that I have built. To give you some context, for example, this bot has been running for 2 months and 3 days. It has made a 30% bot profit and its PNL is 25%. It has taken 2,300 trades so far, and every time it's making a buy and a sell order, it's making around $2.80. And just to prove you, this is my live account. You can see demo is turned off. And if I refresh the screen, we will see the same values here. Now, how this system works in a nutshell is that it profits from the volatility of the market. We're not trying to predict where the price of the cryptocurrency is going to go. Instead, we're profiting from the volatility by consistently placing buy and sell orders. Now, you might be asking yourself, that's great, but what if the cryptocurrency goes down a lot? Well, if that is the case, then you're still protected. For example, here, you can see that from the moment that I set up the bot, which was around here, the entry price, until the current price, it's down 21%. But the bot profit is 14%, meaning if I was holding this cryptocurrency, I could be down around 21%. Yet I have made 14% or $800 in 2 months by that volatility of the market, that consistent buying and selling. If you're looking to have a system like this that profits from the volatility of the market, that makes you 5 to 25% a month consistently without waiting for crypto to go up, then there is a link in the description you can click on and watch me break down the full system on how I select the coins, what settings I use for the bot. Feel free to check it out. Or if you want me and my team handle all of that process for you, you can click the link below and schedule a call. That is optional. Like I said, if you do want to do this yourself, there is a link. And I also have a bunch of videos breaking down the process. That being said, guys, I hope this video makes sense. I hope it's valuable for you. I do want to make more videos that bring you value. So if you have any suggestions on what videos you would like to watch in the future, just comment down below and I will make them happen. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next one.